Hello everyone, welcome back to Virtual Pool 4. At the moment, I'm doing a mod where I'm adding all of the 128 world ranked snooker players, which we'll look at in a minute, into the players.xml file, and you'll be able to add this into your game. And what it's going to do is going to increase the snooker ability of the players, hopefully, and it's going to mean that you're playing against what looks like the real names. Unfortunately, what it means as well is whilst I've updated the player flags and I've updated the player descriptions, it's not going to be the player photographs. It's going to have the old photos because they're not immediately editable through the XML file, and it's a nightmare to change them. So they're going to be the old pictures. It's the best I can do. It's something we're just going to all have to just sort of live with. I don't think many people go into the player descriptions that much, so I guess it's not a huge thing. But it just means that when you're playing the players, the name's going to be right, but the picture's going to be wrong, and there's not a lot we can do with that, guys. This is a mod, and I'm not I can't hack into the game and change it really, so we're just gonna have to live with it. The thing I want to promote to you today though is that whilst I've put in 128 players, there are still players from Tour 2 further down the list that aren't updated, so you're still going to get the odd action helicopter players like that coming into the qualifying event mainly. Now I don't think it's going to be possible with the edits that I've done for players to be for them to get through, but it could happen. So what I'd like to do is give you all the opportunity, people who watch, to get your full name, and it's got to be a proper name, and country. So I'll put the correct flag in. If you want to give us a short description, you can. Now bear in mind, if you're already in the game, if you're one of the people that were in the original, your photo will remain in, but it'll have been updated with some of the snooker players in on the ranking list that you can now see, going right down to Stephen Hendry at 128. So there's all those players in. It's taken quite a while to do. What I've done with them is I've added the names, descriptions, the flags, but like I said, the photos won't be updated. Now this goes down to about 3/4 of the way through Tour 2. So if you want to be in the game, I can put you in. It's unlikely you'd ever appear inside the actual World Tour, but you'll be in the game, and that'll be as an alternative to some of the poorer computer opponents that are still lingering around. I have increased the skills of the players. So this is going to be, hopefully something I'm going to test over as to how good these players are. I've hit a snag in that if you've ever updated the XML file, the way to test it is to start a test career. And if it lets you through to the tournament stage, it means that the XML file is fine. If you've made an error, if you leave something out, it'll just crash the game straight away. And you have to go back and work out what you've done, which you can use through one of these XML editors quite easily. But it takes a little bit of time to work it out if you're not too sure. Now I'm okay at this. I've updated details, data, but I don't know what's happened, because sometimes what happens is it lets me in, I start playing a couple of games in the qualifier, I'll turn the game off, go away, do something else, come back, turn it back on, and when I press load career, it crashes straight away. So I really don't know what's going on. So I'm trying to get a little bit of a help with this. Someone's testing it for me, so hopefully I can figure that out. But in the meantime, I can add your details or hold your details for when I can update the file again. Don't worry about nicknames, because the ranking list's going to be initial.name, so s.murphy, j.higgins, m.selby, stuff like that. But if you can put in the comments of this video your name, your country, and if you want a short description. It does need to be a proper name, so Ivor Biggin or Country Farmer, things like that. Don't want those. It has to be a proper name, or you won't be put in. We want it to look real, want it to look good. So let me know, and I will add you in, replacing a player at the bottom under the 128 players. So you may or may not appear in the game after the qualifiers each year. Your stats will be just a little bit underneath the others, but it's not impossible that you might see your name in the game at some point. But the point of this is obviously just to replace computer opponents. So I'd rather not, without any disrespect to them, see helicopter computer player make it into the tour at some point, because that would just look a bit weird to have Ding Junhui versus Tall Steve or helicopter or anyone like that. So it just keeps it looking as good as possible. So that's it, guys. Send us your details. I'll add you to the list, and once I'm able to update the XML file, I'll do so. And in the meantime, keep enjoying the game. I'll keep testing. I don't know when it'll be ready. I am working on it. I'm doing it around everything else that I'm doing. I'm still working on my course that I'm doing, working hard on that. So plenty of things going on, but I am putting a little bit of time into it, and hopefully if we can get this XML file going, I'll be able to twiddle about with the ratings for a couple of weeks, and then it'll be ready to download very soon. But as soon as it's ready, it'll be added to the other mods that you can use, and I think it'll be pretty fun. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be updating you as soon as I can. There'll be a new video coming tomorrow, which is in the old quality. Do apologise about that. But from there, I haven't got anything else recorded at the minute, but I will do some, and they'll be at the full HD whack. And any problems, get in touch.